Oh, yo. You know what it is? We on that 5 o'clock shit. Get it in with that victory talk. Come on now. We got a lot we're gonna cover today, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about getting in shape. We're gonna talk about the holidays. We're gonna talk about the holidays, making money, and Epstein. Let's start the show. Yeah. You know what it is? It's another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. I am your host, Big Brandon Carter, and King Keto, Gymnasium Jesus, Jesus de Gimnasio para mi gente, the Southside Savior. You know, this is episode 251. 252. I got the whole game fucked up, man. 252. We've been doing this shit, man. We've been doing this shit. And it's not just me. I'm also here with the best producer in the game. The man from Iran. The beast from the Middle East. Nima, what up, man?
Let's go. Super excited for this.
Come on, man.
Look
For Nima. I be doing this shit on the webcam. Like it's 2016 again, you know? But yeah, that's not all, man. We also got my big booty, fat titty Dominican girlfriend. She's gonna be reading all your super chats and kicking out all the haters. You come here talking shit, I won't even see it. And you'll just delete it. You got banned talking to yourself. Dummy. Could have been doing something productive. Could have been learning something. Instead, you started to hate. You came on here to hate on the Caramel King. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The golden child. This ain't a tan. This God, the rays of God, blessing, shining down on me my whole life. He made me this complexion. It's like a toasted gold. Is what it is. But I identify as a real ass nigga. You feel me? All right. We got a lot we want to cover today. But we got two sponsors. We need to go over to. We need to talk about. Now, this ain't gonna be fucking. Yo, man, get this fucking this high tech mattress. This ain't gonna be, man, get this LMT, man, or Prize Picks, yeah, man. This shit. We ain't gonna be trying to sell y'all gambling. Not on sports, at least. What if you can gamble in the markets, right? Tomorrow, I am doing a live training where I will teach you how to trade futures. All right. Those of y'all know I've been trading futures for the last 5 years. If you watch my Instagram story, I post my fucking wins and the losses every day. Been doing that for years on my story. And, I'm going to show you how you can make money trading futures and how you can do it without spending your own money. There's a link in the description. Make sure you click that link, sign up for the class, but show you how to trade futures without having to use your own money. I use prop firms, right? And with the prop firms, Once you pass the evaluation, meaning you got to prove that you're a successful trader, you can start trading with their money. So I trade every morning with $3 million worth of their capital. No bullshit. I have 150. I have 20 $150. I'm sorry, 20 150K accounts, and I trade with those all simultaneously. I'm gonna break the whole shit down. I've been making a lot of money trading futures over the last few years, and more money than doing this fucking podcast. And but I'm gonna show you how to do it for free tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link. Let's go. Come on, man. All right. The next sponsor is wasn't in there. It was out because it was, you know what? There's some thoughts tried to scale the window. They do that sometimes. Y'all don't know because y'all ain't ballers, man. But once you start balling, as you get in great shape and get some money, thoughts will like try to like break into your home and ruin your life. And so we had to spray one earlier. That's why this is out. But this is thought repellent. This is the easy to apply spray to keep the hose away. Because once you start really balling and you get in great shape and you make a lot of money, man, thoughts are gonna be coming at you. You won't be asking, hey man, how do I get girls? How do I rizz up bitches? Motherfuckers on Tinder and shit. I mean, it's cool. You can do it if you want to, man. But if you really start balling, bitches are gonna be trying to get you. You know what I'm saying? Bitches gonna be trying to get you. And that's where you're gonna need thought repellent. Thought repellent is easy to apply spray to keep the hose away. It's genetically engineered to only repel the thoughts, hoes, sluts, skanks, skeezers, Jezebels, scallywags, and skanks. Oh, we've also added hood rats. So we had to tweak the formula?
Yeah, in the last version.
Yeah, the last version. Yeah, you know, we had to do the testing in Iran. So it was developed by Iranian scientists. And we finally got through the testing because we couldn't do the testing in America anymore because just way too many casualties. But in Iran, they didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? Need to tell you all about it now. But anyway, yeah, this will be out. We wanted to have it. We want to have this out by Thanksgiving. We want to have this developed and we want to have this ready to give to you guys by Thanksgiving, but we need your help. All your super chats go towards development of thought repellent. If we don't have it out by Thanksgiving, it's your fault because you didn't leave enough super chats. And I think some heroes have already contributed to the fund. Let's acknowledge these brothers.
Hey, Brandon, what are the top colognes that you're rocking presently that you'd recommend?
Thought repellent. This is the only aroma I need, brother. You know, people always ask me, I get that question a lot. Like, because I in the morning times when I wake up, I go live on TikTok and Instagram while I'm doing my morning cardio. I get on the desk bike or the dike and I set up my both phones and I'm going live answering questions while I'm doing my morning cardio. Every morning, at least one question someone asks me, man, what's your favorite scent? You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite fragrance? And I'm like, motherfucker. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm thinking, motherfucker, I'm from the south side of Chicago. All right. That's not a question I grew up thinking about, man. What's my favorite fragrance? A better question for me is like, hey, Brandon, what's your favorite firearm? What's your favorite holster? What's your favorite carry position? Do you like appendix? You put it at 5 o'clock? Or you like off body, on body carry? These are things that I think about. But having that said, man, I found this one shit. It was an afternoon swim by Louis Vuitton. But I had like the same bottle for like 3 years because I wear it so infrequently, man. I like my natural aromas to exude themselves, you know, penetrate the landscape. But good question. Good question, I guess. I mean, that's something the kids are really into since. And then, you know, that's cool. Afternoon swim, Louis Vuitton. I found it now. Here's the thing. This shit might be kind of LBGTQ. Because I found out it's unisex. Yeah, I took my girl to Louis, and then I was like, wait a minute, they got the same shit here. And he was in the Louis guy, he gay. He was like, it's unisex or something like that. That's how they sound to me. Which is cool. You know, whatever. Do your thing. As you know that. And I was like, oh shit, man. All right. So, man, you and your bitch can share the same one. You know what I'm saying? You could smell like me. Your bitch out here smelling like me. If your bitch is smelling like me, it ain't my fault. Don't think, oh man, you must have been with King Keto. Nah, nigga, that's unisex. She got her own bottle. I got a girlfriend. And even if I was single, I wouldn't fucking yo bitch. Not you. Try rating the source. You cool. You gave me $5, so you'll forever be in my heart. That's how you buy my affection is for sale. What else we got?
Saber 89 team. I'm 329. I'm 329 and now with a total of 47 pounds down. Thanks for the motivation.
Go. Hey man, let's go, man. Shout out to you, Sabretooth 9T. That's what's up, man. My man, he be on here, man. He's losing that weight. Let's go, man. I'm super proud of you, brother. Let's keep up that good work. What else we got?
Why did you add the tooth? Sabretooth 89T?
What is it? How you say it?
It's just Saber 89T.
Oh, my fault. I thought I heard Sabretooth. You know what I'm saying?
We have Mr. Out of Context. How you feel about the 20K Epstein emails that got released and DJ team giving Bill Clinton top?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna show you all about. First of all, I don't feel nothing about that. All right, that's gay. But I think shit about it. I'm gonna tell you about it in a minute. I don't feel nothing when I hear about Donald Trump going down on motherfuckers, you know. But I think some things that I wish I could unthink. All right, but we gonna go into it in a minute. What else we got? Is that it?
All done.
Yo, man, real quick, we got a lot we want to cover today. But I want to talk to y'all about something. Something that's been important to me. I'm 43 years old school, you know, Tupac, Wu-Tang. And most of you guys are young, judging from the analytics. And y'all need to cherish y'all youth. You know, y'all squandering the youth. You know, y'all squandering and doing bullshit. Let me just tell you something that happened. I'm at the Heat game, right? I'm at the Heat game. And I got this ritual that, like, right before halftime, like maybe it'll be like at the 2-minute mark, when it's 2 minutes of the second quarter, I get up and I go use the bathroom. I urinate, because you know, if you go to sporting events, you try to pee at halftime, it's gonna be crazy. Even though where I sit, we got a separate bathroom than the general public, you know, because I be sitting courtside and shit. Like I was courtside last night, and I'm in the bathroom, man, and I see this dude, this old dude. This motherfucker must have been like 70 or something, man. He was dressed full Gucci suit, head to toe, man. Gucci short set. He had Gucci shorts and a Gucci like short sleeve shirt with a hood, you know, and a Gucci hat. Yo, first of all, the short sleeve shirt with the hood, that's nasty work, man. Y'all need to stop doing that. They need to make that illegal. Short sleeve shirts with hoods. Y'all need to stop that, man. Cut it out. All right, but anyway, my man had that shit on, right? All Gucci head to toe. He like 70, right? And that's cool, man. Yeah, he was black, obviously, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, man. Y'all knew that before I said it. And so this brother was in front of me, man. And there's a little bit of a line, but not a long line, right? And all the pissers was full. I'm sorry, urinals was full, right? And we in the urinal line. And you know, he's next. He's next to pee, right? So I'm chilling, and then for some reason, man, I look down. This motherfucker's peeing all down his leg, but he don't even like notice. He's peeing down his leg, all over his Gucci shorts and Gucci socks and Gucci shoes. He's peeing all over his Gucci. And he don't even notice it. That shit's just leaking down his leg. And he's like keeps going, right? So but he's like, it comes to the point where this motherfucker's standing in a puddle of Gucci piss. Gucci infused piss. And then it's his turn to urinate. He just calmly walks over to the urinal, still peeing. And then he just starts peeing like it's all good. Like he didn't even acknowledge it. You would think he had to notice when he pulled out to start peeing, he would have to notice, hey, I'm already peeing. I didn't get that impression from this brother. I did not get the impression that he's like, oh shit, I'm peeing. Nah, this shit was calm, like nothing was happening. Then it's my turn to pee, and I gotta take a huge step over all the old Gucci urine, all the old man Gucci urine, and then move over there. And I'm like, damn, man. And it just made me think, I'm not even trying to clown the brother, right? Like he's old, man. Like that's the age where motherfuckers start wearing like adult diapers. They call it like the pins. You know, that's the age. That's the age that shit happens. You know, and you know when you're that age, man, it's like what you got is kind of what you got. You know what I'm saying? What you've accomplished is kind of what you've accomplished, right? The nigga who pisses on himself randomly in the Keisha Center at a Heat game, that motherfucker's not out here grinding, right? Probably, I would imagine that'd be an impediment to grinding. So it as you age, it becomes more difficult to go after your goals, man. Like I'm still I've extended my prime, you know, a little bit, but you know, you in your youth, this is your prime, man, and a lot of y'all just wasting it. Like this is like a public service announcement. A lot of y'all just wasting it, squandering your time chasing bitches, having fun, YOLO, all this shit, doing fucking drugs. Now's not the time for that, man. Like now's the time to fucking lock in, go after your shit, accomplish some shit. Because by the time you old enough to wear Gucci and piss on yourself, it's over, man. It's like game over, right? You only have so many productive years of life where you can do it. Maybe like late teens to really, if we're honest, maybe early 50s, you know, but you know, that early 50s, that's the tail end, you know what I'm saying? Of when you can really like get after it. And you can extend it, you know, some people can say if you take great care of yourself, you can extend it, you know, but you got this window, man. You got about, if we're honest, about 20 real good years to make something happen, man. Don't squander it. You feel me? And and once you accomplish some shit, man, you can be rich by your 20s or 30s, you know? You can be rich in your 20s. You can be rich in your 30s. It was difficult to be rich in your 20s when I was in my 20s because we ain't have the internet and shit. At least not like y'all have it, right? But y'all can be rich in your 20s. I've seen it. I've helped people get rich in their 20s, you know? And certainly in your 30s. But not if you fucking squander it, man. You don't want to be in your 30s. All right, now it's time to lock in, right? But now you got a family, or you got some hoes pregnant. You got some little motherfuckers running around. You know, it's gonna be difficult, man. Like you guys are in your prime, man. Do not squander it. Go all out. All right, don't fuck this up. All right. And you get rich. I want you to get rich enough that when you old, piss on yourself at a fucking basketball game. And nobody cares, man, because you getting it. Like old, in my mind, his name is Clarence. Like old Clarence did the other day, man. And he just he was done pissing before me because he had started before me. He started way before me. He started before he got to the urinal, so he was done early. And then he just calmly went and washed his hands, calmly walked to his seat, man, like it was all good. And it was all good. Because Clarence had put in that work prior to that. You know? You don't want to be Clarence age with nothing to show for it. You want to be able to piss on yourself with impunity like Clarence did. And then go back to your motherfucking $1,000 seat like it's all good. You feel me? That's the goal, man. That's the goal. Shout out to Clarence. don't know his real name because I ain't gonna have to talk to a piss colored or piss flavored motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, we got. Is there another super chat in here?
We have 2 more.
Okay.
Best advice on a way to get from 100K to $1 million.
Dollars? I'm assuming he means dollars, right? Let's see, 100K. Nah, dollars. All right. Best advice to get the 100K to $1 million. Okay, so let me think. How do I want to approach this? Okay, so it really depends on how soon you want that million. You get what I'm saying? Like how fast you want it, because your time horizon will depend on the strategy we need. If you need to do it today, right? You know, oh man, you got to take that. If you need to make $1 million tomorrow with the 100K, then you need to spend all of that shit on like firearms. Maybe you hire a crew and y'all go on a fucking heist. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need it tomorrow, right? But if you can wait 10 years, I mean, shit, throw that shit in the S&P 500, which has an average return of 10% per year, you know, over the last like 50 years, right? 10% a year, 10 years, you know, oh, no, that still won't get you there. My fault. If you need, right, hold on, that still won't get you there. If it were me, you're going to need a way to get, I don't know how you got the 10K, right? But, you know, here's the thing. I'm not going to answer your question 100% the way you want it answered, because I want you to think about income versus total net worth. I think net worth is a bullshit number, right? Because just because you have a bunch of shit that's worth a bunch of, like, net worth, you can count your fucking jewelry, you know, you can count your cars, your home, all this shit, right? But what's really important is like cash flow, like how much money you getting per month. You get what I'm saying? Like that's because $1 million in the bank, you can, let's say you put it in like some municipal bonds or something like that. You can get like 4% back, tax free. 4% of $1 million. What's that? 300K a year? No, it's way less. 4% of $1 million. Yeah, no, a year. It's 4% a year. Yeah, so that's fucking 40. Yeah, 40K. 40. Almost 480. You said if 4% of 1 million. Yeah, 480 per year, right? So you can, and maybe that's enough for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's because it's really about the cash flow, man. No, I think that was wrong, Nima. That was 10%. 4%. No, 4% a month. No, a year. For it's just gonna be 40K. Yeah, so I thought. I was looking at that like that's not right. Yeah, that's not right. Yeah, so like. Okay, so forget that. You know, you want to think about cash. So whatever you did to get the 100K, you probably need to double down on it and focus on cash flow instead of net worth. I think net worth is like a bullshit number. I'm going to go back to that. Net worth is like a bullshit number. It's cash flow. How much you getting per month? Life really changes at 30K a month. Like 10K a month is the first like threshold. 10K a month, that's when you typically don't have to worry about bills and shit. But 30K a month is like when you can like pretty much ball. Like you can ball. Like I had a video on it, right? Did we post that video? Yeah. I have a video about that, man. Like 30K, that's when you can ball. You can get a fucking dope crib, dope car, and you can still put money aside from savings. You can take care of shit. Like 30K is when you really feel like you're balling. Everything after that is kind of like just really marginal improvements. You know, past 30K a month, the improvements are marginal. So I think that's the goal you should set more than net worth, man. Net worth is just a bullshit. It's almost like a vanity metric. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like a vanity metric. Unless of course your net worth isn't something like for example, you know, most billionaires don't have $1 billion cash, right? Is net worth, and a lot of it is in stocks in their company, you know, like what their company is worth if they sold it, right? And they would have to sell it to access the money, or they can take loans against it. They can't take loans against it. That is the thing, right? So that's the advantage of net worth. You can take loans against those assets, and loans are tax free, which is cool.
He said ideally in the next 3 years, he invests a lot in stocks.
Yeah, I mean, listen, honestly, same shit applies. Like, I don't think it's a smart goal. I mean, it's cool, but it's kind of a vanity metric. It's really about cash flow. Like, cash flow is more important than net worth. You know, because on paper, my net worth is pretty high if you count like my businesses. But like I can't do nothing with that with a lot of it, because my business is not like a publicly traded stock or nothing, right? You get what I'm saying? I would have to sell it to get that money, and yeah, yeah, and it's difficult to get like loans against my jewelry or some shit. I mean, theoretically, I could, but yeah, man, focus on cash flow more than net worth. I really think that's more important, honestly. Cash flow is more important than net worth. Yeah, focus on that. Right, focus on 30K a month, whatever it is, even if it's from passive income sources, that's cool. Or if it's from active income sources, which it could be from a job. It's going to be difficult to have a job to pay you that much. Unless you are like a stockbroker or a fucking hedge fund manager or a C-suite executive, which is cool. People, those jobs exist and people hold them. But it's probably gonna be around starting your own business. Yeah. A real good. I have a lot of students who make like over 30K a month. Like I had one student, she did 60K last month. I had another student who did. The homie Chris did 30K last month. Jen did 60 with the online training business. Those of you guys who want to learn more about that, there's a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll show you how to grow your online fitness business. So you start making some real bread. If you like fitness, if you're not into fitness, then that won't be applicable for you. I guess we just answering super chats right now because I can't get into the episode. Well, what else we got?
We have Santos. It's Santos from the good old NYC days. Remember when we worked out at Equinox and the Russian chicks were obsessed with us? I am getting fit again.
No. Baby, don't listen to him. I don't know this nigga, and I don't know no Russian chicks. Okay, so don't listen to this brother. He out here lying.
Well, he said this earlier before you started, so this is the second time he says it, and he said, "Don't get jealous." And I'm not really jealous if you're saying you're getting fit again. If you're getting fit again, that means you're fat. So there you
go. Listen, shout out to you getting fit again. I don't know why you lying about me. Listen, I know Equinox is a place that I probably had a membership at one time, but I don't know you or no Russian bitches. I only shit, man. Let's keep going.
Equinox just follow. Don't you have an Equinox membership here too?
Not anymore.
We have Jonathan. Hey, Brandon, I'm 33, a student in computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity. I watched a new video on how to be a millionaire in 12 months. What is a good business to start with my current skill set?
All right, Jonathan. So man, okay, computer science, cybersecurity. I would go in. Okay, so you smart, right? You probably have a decent IQ, right? If you're able to do that, right? Because I've met a lot of dummies, man. When you listen, bro, sometimes I'm like shocked at how many like real dummies there are in the world. But then I remember the average American's IQ is only about 100, which means half the population is to the left of that bell curve. You're probably to the right of it based off your qualifications, if I had to guess. So, man, right now, if you're smart, like you can't be I don't mean like regular intelligence, like above average IQ. This is not going to be for everyone. If you don't think you have above average IQ, you're probably right. All right. And if you want to know if you have one, you don't have to take an IQ test. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like on the low, like the SAT is kind of an IQ test. You know what I'm saying? On the low, right? It's anyway. So just what were your SAT scores? Put that up against the national average. You see where you land. So you should do something right now, where people are making money, and I don't have no horse in this race. I don't teach this shit, but a good way to make money, if you smart, is to start vibe coding apps. Like use the new vibe, because right now, before like a few years ago, the barrier of entry for designing applications, web apps or iOS apps, Google apps, the barrier of entry was like pretty hard because you had to learn coding language and shit. Now you don't need coding language. I mean, you're gonna need to know maybe a little bit so you don't fuck shit up if you want to take your scale. But right now, you can use stuff like there's Lovable, there's Google Fireflies, what? Yeah, Base 66 is tons of platforms where you can start vibe coding. And if you can learn that right now, there's a quick window, right? There's going to be, I don't think this window is going to stay open for a long time. But if you are at above average intelligence, that's what I would do right now. If I needed to get some money, I wanted to come up, I would focus on that. And it sounds like you have, especially with the computer science, I think you'd be well suited to make, you in particular would be well suited to make that happen. Right.
We have Saber. I own my own home 100% as of now. Was wondering, is it a good idea to get a Helic line of credit to do remodeling?
I mean, probably not, right? Like what you need to do do you need to do the remodeling? I mean, I don't know what your financial status is, right? Like, and I don't know what you're trying to accomplish or why you want to do it. Just as a general rule, though. Man, I only like to borrow money to spend it on shit that'll make money. Like that's my general rule. Like I only borrow money to spend on things that'll make money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm super down to borrow money to, if I know I'm gonna make money. Like I run my ads on my credit cards and shit. I get the points and stuff like that. But I spend money on things that help me make money. But on your home ain't gonna make you no money, man. So if you got enough high enough income, I guess, to do that, and you really want the remodeling, it's cool. But your own home it's typically not an income producing asset. So I wouldn't.
Here's the value and put a loan against.
Yeah, I mean maybe, right? But now he's got 2 loans. Nah, fuck that. I mean, it really depends on where you at. So I get it. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
We have Kyle Downs 23. Hi, I'm from the UK, Brandon. Appreciate your content, sir. When the crash hits, would you dump 6 figures of fluid cash into real estate or the stock market?
When the crash hits, would I, if I wanted to put 6 figures in one of these things, I'm more well versed in stock market, so that would be my vehicle of choice. But it depends. Maybe you could diversify it too, right? 50 here, 50 in stock market, 50 in real estate, or you can put it in the thirds, like 1/3 in crypto if you want to get crazy. 1/3 in the stock market and 1/3 in real estate. Like you don't have to do all of them in one. It's sometimes it's good to diversify. Sometimes it's good to have some diversification.
You need to diversify your bonds, nigga.
What else we got?
18, high schooler, good grades, fit, working as much as I can, investing everything, still feel behind, especially with AI. How can I use my free time best?
18-year-old high schooler. That's crazy, man. I graduated from high school when I was 17. I'm smarter than y'all think. Anyway, it's but that's normal. You graduated high school at 18, working as much as I can. I like that. Invest in everything. All right, cool. Still feel behind. Now you're not behind. You probably where you need to be, homie. You're 18. You're probably where you need to be. If I was you, I'd pick a field or that you wanted to. Man, the sooner you can find out what you want to do for the rest of your life and start and go all in on that shit, the better. And start acquiring the skill sets in those arenas, in those domains That's what I would do. Like, I think right now it's about skill acquisition for you. You know what I'm saying? You're probably not behind. You're probably right where you're supposed to be, man. You're still in high school, man. You're still in fucking high school. The cool thing about being a senior in high school is like that year don't even matter. I don't even know why they do it. Like that year don't even matter, right? Because by the time you're a senior, this time you should be accepted to your college. If you're going to go to college, you should be accepted. And I remember when I got accepted to Howard, I didn't give a fuck about the rest of that school year, man. I was just like, yo, give me my diploma, bitch, nigga. You know, I didn't give a fuck for a year. It was basically a gap year for me because I had already got went to the next step. Who gives a fuck? There's no fucking prize. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Hey, man, yo, Greg said he did say he might be a little late. So let's talk about fucking Epstein. Look here, man. I don't know if y'all know. Look, I don't know if y'all know this, but Trump and Epstein have been in the news lately, right? So fun fact, the other day, actually just today, Congress voted to release the Epstein's files, right? It was almost unanimous. There was only one congressman who said, nah, keep that shit a secret. It was one congressman was like, nah, don't keep that secret. But it was almost unanimous, right? And it's funny, this came after some emails leaked about Trump. There's some emails about this came after some emails about Trump leaked some emails that Epstein has sent to, you know, his brother and some other motherfuckers. Let's go over some of see what the fake news.
This is a big moment in the Jeffrey Epstein saga because we're getting to see emails written by him that have never been seen before publicly. House Republicans released a trove of more than 20,000 pages of records relating to Jeffrey Epstein after House Democrats highlighted 3 emails where Jeffrey Epstein was discussing.
So like, yo, man, first the Democrats released 3 emails, right? And House Republicans, said, you know what, hold my beer. Here's 20,000 Epstein emails. Yo, listen, this motherfucker, say what you want about Epstein. He was a prolific email writer. Because I don't think I've ever sent 20,000 anything to anyone. This motherfucker, he can send some emails, man. All right.
Donald Trump. We're going to focus on those 3. In April 2011, Jeffrey Epstein sent an email to Ghislaine Maxwell, his longtime associate. Epstein writes, I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. While the name of...
Okay, so the dog that hasn't barked. So that's a reference to an old Sherlock Holmes book. So in that book, Sherlock, he solved the crime. He figured out that when there was an intruder in the fucking place, the dog didn't bark, right? Which let Sherlock know that it wasn't a stranger who broke into the place. It was someone he was familiar with. So that's why he's referring to him as the dog who didn't bark, man, because it's like when the crime was going down, there was somebody who was familiar with the criminals in the place, right? That's the reference to the dog who hasn't barked in Sherlock Holmes. You feel me?
Of the victim was redacted. House Republicans have identified her as Virginia Roberts Giuffre. She was one of the more prominent victims of Jeffrey Epstein. She had been asked in a civil case later if Donald Trump had witnessed the abuses of minors by Epstein and had said that she did not observe that. In December of 2015, Michael Wolff, the journalist, was emailing with Jeffrey Epstein.
So she said that he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there's that.
Michael Wolff had a relationship with Jeffrey Epstein that went on for years. He seems to have gotten word that CNN was planning to ask Donald Trump during a Republican presidential debate about his connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein, replies by saying, what would we say if we could craft a response for him, which begins, a fuller longer response from Michael Wolff suggesting that there could be opportunity in this for Jeffrey Epstein either way.
So they plotting on this shit. They out here plotting how we can fucking frame Trump, set him, not frame Trump, how we can set Trump up or snitch on him or whatever, right? You know, again, I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I don't want you to think this is bias. I don't give a fuck. I just want the truth.
Wolf wrote back, you can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you. Or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. The question didn't come up according to the transcript of that debate. In another email.
So it sounds like Epstein was telling that reporter, with I don't know if it's true or not, yo, I got some dirt on this motherfucker, and here's how we can play this shit to our advantage. You know?
Michael Wolff seems to be prodding Jeffrey Epstein on the eve of the 2016 presidential election to come forward and say his testimony about Donald Trump, which he says could, quote, help finish him.
Yo, man, he's like, yo, man, you got some shit on Trump, man. You can finish this motherfucker, you know? And it's all alleged, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. I do know one thing. I ain't got no friends who are sexual predators. Nima? Nah. Nima got an adult girlfriend who's a woman.
In January of 2019, Jeffrey Epstein writes to Michael Wolff. A lot of this is redacted, but there are parts of it that we can read. So it references a victim and then Mar-a-Lago, and then Epstein goes on to write, Trump said he asked me to resign, presumably from his club, and says never a member ever. He continues, of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Trump had...
Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. And this prompted the Republicans to be like, yo, man, oh, you like them 3 emails? Let me give you 20,000 emails. Who the fuck writes 20,000 emails? That's insane, you know? But there was one email that really got my attention. It was one email that Trump wrote to Steve Bannon, who was Trump's campaign strategist, right? And he was also one of the founders of Breitbart Media. I don't think that shit still exists, right? But anyway, here's what, and this is what Epstein's brother wrote to Steve Bannon. Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, right? He wrote to Bannon. He said, quote, Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. I'm like, say what? Trump blowing Bubba. And then they were saying, yo, man, people were saying that Bubba, that's Bill Clinton's nickname. That's Bill Clinton's nickname, Bubba. Oh shit, did fucking Donald Trump go down on Bill Clinton? What is it about this guy that makes everyone? So it got me thinking. It got me thinking about this, right? So we got Trump, right? Right? This all started because of some emails. Who else got in trouble over some emails? Hillary Clinton. Remember that? Hillary Clinton got in trouble over some emails. Right? And then who was the last president to get impeached? Bill Clinton. But why did he get impeached? He got impeached because of because he was getting head. He lied about getting head from I can draw a better circle. He lied about getting head from a chick named Monica Lewinsky. And then I started putting it together. What do these people have in common? Right? What do these people have in common? All right, Trump and Hillary Clinton. This is why I put my conspiracy theory hat on. Trump and Hillary Clinton both lost an election. Right? Hillary Clinton and Monica Lewinsky are both in love with Bill. Trump and Monica Lewinsky both hate Hillary. Bear with me. But where do they all what do they all have in common? All three of these people, they all sucked Bill Clinton. You see it? It's all connected, brother. You know what I'm saying? But then this is what I was thinking. But then Epstein's brother, Mark Epstein, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know this motherfucker had family. I didn't know he was related to anyone. I didn't know he had no family. Mark Epstein says, nah, he said, just quote, just to be clear, Bubba is not Bill Clinton. That's all he said. He didn't say Trump didn't blow anyone. He didn't say Trump wasn't sucking dick. He didn't say Putin didn't have pictures of Trump sucking somebody's dick. Somebody named Bubba is just not the Bubba y'all thinking. So I'm like, man, who is it? Who's the Bubba? Right? You know what I'm saying? Is it fucking Bubba Gump? Bubba Sparks? Bubba Watson? Like, who the fuck is it? Right? I don't know many Bubbas. But anyway. But this is why we want the motherfucking Epstein files released. Everybody wants them released, you know? And right before Congress voted on it today, so before Trump was like, yo, man, this is like boring stuff. He was saying for you, man, it's boring stuff. This is boring. Like, it's a hoax. This is boring. And I'm just like, yo, the same motherfucker who rage tweets about Taylor Swift and the names of football teams thinks that the billionaire sex trafficking with the billionaires, he thinks that the billionaire sex trafficker with a contact list that looks like the fucking Avengers is boring, right? All right, cool. All right. So, but then he said, you know what, man? Trump came out, he said, you know what? Fuck it. Congress should vote to release the Epstein files. He was like, yo, he changed his whole mind. He was like, yeah, man, they should. I want them to vote to do it. I ain't got nothing to hide. They should do it, which is interesting. Right? Because two things happen at the same time. One, Trump says that the Congress should vote to release the files, right? He told the Republicans to do it. The Democrats are going to do it anyway, right? But at the same time, he has the Attorney General, Pam Bondi. He's telling her to reopen an investigation into Epstein's connections to Bill Clinton. I want to hold that down. Now, here's why that's important. People say, man, why didn't fucking Biden or the Democrats release the Epstein files? Because there was an investigation going on during that time, right? Right? It was a fucking investigation going on, right? The fucking Ghislaine Maxwell was still on trial when Biden was fucking president, and you can't release evidence to the public when there's an ongoing trial, right? Like for almost all of Biden's president, Ghislaine Maxwell was appealing her shit, so the trial was still ongoing, right? So that's why he couldn't release it. And now I'm not saying that he's innocent. Maybe he didn't want to release it either, man. Maybe maybe his boys was there. He was trying to protect his boys, maybe, right? But like on some legal shit, he could not release them if he wanted to because it was an ongoing investigation. Now, there's no ongoing investigation. They're voting to Congress just today voted to release the files. It has to go to the Senate, and then it has to go to Trump's desk, and he has to sign it or veto it, right? But he doesn't have to do nothing if this investigation that he just ordered Pam Bondi to start, if that's ongoing, then he can be like, man, we can't release him right now because my hands are tied. There's an investigation going down. Like legally, we can't, or at least they can't release parts of it, the parts that are proven to an investigation. You see what it is? You see what it is? It's all a fucking trap. Because if he really wanted to, the president can release them right now. The president can do that shit right now. If he really wanted to, you know what I'm saying? He could have did it the first day he was in office, like he said he would. You know, he said he was going to. But, you know, now he says he wants to, but at the same time, he wants them to open an investigation. But if it's an open investigation, he can't. You see what I'm saying? That's like if I was saying, that's like, that's like, I'm trying to think of a motherfucking, I can't even think of a good example, man. Yo, but that's intense, right? So that's where we at with the Epstein investigation and Trump, man. It's gonna be real crazy, man. Listen, I don't know that he did anything wrong. Like, if it were me and I did nothing wrong, I'd be like, and there was some documents to prove that, I'd be like, yeah, release him, especially if I was being accused of something so heinous, you know? Something so reprehensible. I would be like, yo, man, yeah, man, fucking dig into that shit, you know. But if you don't want him to see it, there might be a reason, right? But if I was being accused of really one of the worst crimes, you know, like one of the worst crimes, definitely top 5, you know, shit, man, I would. I'd be like, yo, fuck that shit. Let's release it. So we're gonna see what happens. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What do you guys think? What I think is gonna happen is it's gonna go to the Senate. It might not pass the Senate. If it does pass the Senate, he won't be able to do it because there'll be an investigation. Mark my words. I'm calling this shit. All right. I'm calling this shit. Anyway, listen, y'all want to learn how to make some money? Yeah, if so, man, we bring in the homie Greg for the market recap. Let's get it. Yo, what up? It's your boy Big Brandon Carter, aka King Keto, and the homie Gregory, Young Candlestick. Man, he's Young Candlestick passed his Series 65, and he is a certified market technician. He passed the CMT exam, and we about to give y'all the market recap. What's popping, homie?
You know, the markets are selling off. We've got a down day, and
yeah,
the market.
It's going down like Trump on Bubba.
It's going down. It's correlated with Trump's Epstein files.
Yeah. It's going down like Trump on Bubba.
Yeah, Trump on Bubba.
we had a real Trump on Bubba day today in the market, meaning it's going down.
It's just one of those days.
Down. Yeah.
So yeah, S&P 500 down 0.84%. The fat ass purple lines that I have on my chart represent the weekly expected move. So remember, each and every week, the options market prices in the range that is likely to be had for the entire week. Today, we hit the lower edge of the expected move and we bounced slightly. Okay. So that means 2/3 of the time we're going to be contained within the expected move range. Okay. We tend to close the week within that range. 1/3 of the time you can break and hold outside that range. So we have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. I do think that since the market is a bit oversold, it could get a little bit of a bounce, but I'm still bearish. I think that the market can drop a decent amount within the next month. And I was saying that last Thursday, you know, and the market since then is down 2.5% since.
Come on, man. We
Thursday.
called it. You called it. Talk your shit, man.
And you know, one thing that I noted on the Sunday game plan video is Fibonacci retracements. Now, these are most Fibonacci.
Bippity boppity.
They're not the end all be all, but they're a good visual. So what you do is when you have a big move, you measure from low to the high. Okay. Then you get your Fibonacci retracements. The golden line tends to represent a dip buy spot for a resumption of the uptrend. So that means if the NASDAQ were to drop from here, you know, another, call it 8%, that would be a good dip buy and it'd still be in a bullish uptrend. So it's one of those things where it can drop a decent amount, but overall the market will be just fine. Even if it gets to that golden Fibonacci retracement, it'll feel like a market crash though. If the NASDAQ drops 8% from here. Okay.
Yeah. One thing, the NASDAQ, that's what we trade. We trade NQ futures every morning in the victory trades. We're doing a live training tomorrow where we show you how to make money trading futures. I've been trading futures for the last 5 years. We've been making a lot of money doing that. And the beautiful thing is we don't even trade with our own money. And when I first started, I was trading my own money. Now we use prop firms. So we're going to show you not only how to trade with other people's money, but we're going to show you, I'm going to break down my whole strategy, my whole chart setup, everything about how to make money trading and how to get funded so you don't have to use your own money. So basically with funded accounts, prop firms, what it is you have to pass the evaluation. You can start trading with their money, right? And once you pass the evaluation, then you got access to their money, and it's super dope. And we're going to break the whole thing down tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you click on that link and register for the training.
Definitely.
Right?
Brandon is the most consistent futures trader that I know. And there's a lot that you can learn from him. And there's
some people who put up bigger numbers than me, man, but like as far as consistency, like you might be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like straight up consistency, because some of us be trading all over the place. They be posting like crazy losses, and I don't be having that kind of shit.
Yeah, no crazy losses, no like massive winning days, but consistent winning days.
Yeah, no like crazy, oh shit, let's retire kind of money. I made your whole shit in a year, your whole salary, and not that kind of money, but consistent.
Yeah,
thousands of dollars
$4,000 a day. That's pretty good.
Yeah, straight up.
So come check it out. We'll be having a live Q&A at the end. Ask us some questions, come hang out, and then come trade live with us each and every day with victory trades.
Let's do
my
it.
account's hitting all-time highs while the markets are dropping. If you are red in your portfolio, you should come check us out because I know how to navigate bear markets very, very well. I think that's what separates like a seasoned trader versus a beginner trader. Like, how well can you navigate down days and the sell-offs? Okay, it's going to be key. All right. So moving forward, Bitcoin getting clapped. Bitcoin's dropping. It's a bit oversold right now. It could get a bounce. This is kind of like my quote unquote prediction. Anything can happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin bounced, but then resumed a bit of a downtrend. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin hit about $75,000 before the end of the year. Okay. Now, 75K should be a good support, but just because it should be a good support does not mean that it has to hold support. If Bitcoin loses 75K, I think it can liquidate and go through a flash crash down to 35K. I'd only 35K. I'd only assign like a 20% probability of that happening, but it is possible. As long as you're aware that that can happen, that's fine. Long term, I'm still bullish Bitcoin. I think it gets to 140K, 180K, but that's in like 3 to 5 years. It may go through a liquidation event. There's a lot of leverage in crypto, and buyers are caught off sides right now. Okay. You can even
that would be crazy. Yo, that would be the craziest shit.
You heard it here first if it fucking happens. Okay.
Yo, that would blow my fucking mind.
It would blow my mind too. Again, I only assign a 20% probability, but that 75K number is kind of on the table based off current trends. Now, this could be the low for Bitcoin and then it bounces and this is the best dip buy, but I'd rather just wait for a better chart setup. I don't mind buying it at 110,000 with a high probability trade than speculating at 90K. And then, that's just kind of my style of trading. Okay.
Right.
One stock that I'm short on is Circle, CRCL. Okay. So this facilitates altcoin trading, and altcoins have been getting the shit beaten out of them. And this IPO at 64 ran all the way up to 300. Then it went from 300, it's down at 76. I think this is a short the bounce type of stock. It's a bit oversold right now, but this is a short the bounce type of environment. Okay. In other news, Warren Buffett bought Google. So Warren Buffett buys it after Greg buys it. Google is still my largest holding. I love this stock longer term. If this gets oversold on the daily chart or the weekly chart, I'm going to be scooping up some shares and just holding it for the long term. I used to have a price target of about 300. Now I think Google can get to 450. Okay. So that's in about 3 to 5 years. Again, if the broad market has that correction, you could see Google back down at $200 per share. I think that that's a great deal. in my opinion. Okay. So Google,
Wow.
Warren Buffett buys it. Another one, Netflix went through a stock split. So Netflix used to be $1,140 a share. Now it's $114 a share. Nothing fundamentally changes about the company, but it does make it a lot better to trade. So Netflix options are back on the table. Okay.
Okay.
Spreads, iron condors, you name it. No good setups on Netflix right now, but just keep an eye out. It's a good stock to trade.
Adds a lot of liquidity to the market.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's more. There's 10 times the amount of shares in supply. You know, when you do a 10-to-1 stock split. One thing that I'm starting to get bearish on is bonds. Okay, so this is the long-term bonds, the 20-year Treasury bond ETF.
Bonds, nigga.
Yeah, you got to diversify your bonds.
Yeah.
I don't like buying long-term bonds because who wants to wait 20 years to get your money back, you know, to guarantee you get your money back. Yeah, I like short-term bonds, but longer-term bonds, this is kind of looking like a bearish kind of head and shoulders type of formation. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We got a neckline on TLT right over here. So I like buying TLT puts going out into March 2026. Just target a move down to TLT 86. And if that occurs, that means that the natural interest rates are rising. Okay. So this is a really interesting situation when we're talking about Fed rate cuts in December, all that good stuff. I won't nerd out too much, but bonds look bearish. If bonds really start to sell off, you'll start to see the stock market really break down because the bond market kind of holds up the global economy. When the market was selling off hot and heavy back in April, that was because the bond market was dropping like hell. And I'm pretty sure they had a secret emergency meeting, and that's what created this manipulated pump candle right here. It was the largest day of insider trading that day. That morning, Trump did tweet, "It's a good time to buy." So Trump did give you a heads up before the market rallied 10% in a single day.
Yeah,
so, you know, during that time, the market was pretty volatile. Don't forget that the market dropped 14% in 3 days. If the market dropped 14% from here, you know, you would see half of this year's gains wiped away in 3 days. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying shit can go down. Anything can happen in the stock market. It could bounce right now. It could drop. Anything can happen. Don't get caught off sides. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a few things that I like for buys and then a few things I like for shorts.
Okay.
So XLV, we've been talking about XLV bullish ever since this breakout over 140. I like dip buys on XLV. Okay. A good dip buy on healthcare would be 146.74. Okay. If we go to war with Argentina, RTX.
RTX, man. Yo, honestly, they just got a new deal, right? They just won a $69 million contract with the U.S. Army.
Oh shit!
I was at 600 and almost $700 million contract with the U.S. Army. You know, to make some advanced surface to air missiles that would no doubtably be sent to Israel. or somewhere in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying?
I misspoke. Did I say Argentina? I meant Venezuela, right?
Yeah. They're going to war with Venezuela. So we listen, we go into war with Venezuela. Mark my word, I've been saying it, or something. There's going to be some sort of conflict. It's already starting, man.
Yeah. If shit
especially if this Epstein shit gets real crazy.
Yeah.
The big homie going to need a distraction.
No, that's a fact. I mean,
I don't like kids. I like war. Watch this.
I like war.
I ain't never liked kids. I always liked war. Watch this.
I can totally see that. That's a good one. So might as well profit from it, right? I mean, that's what we're here to do.
Oh yeah. I mean, listen, not the traffic,
not the kids part.
But the missiles.
Yeah. Not profit from the kids, profit from the war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to be clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Greg. Another stock.
Never hear about no. Everyone on that list is white. You know that, right? I'm just saying.
My people are fucking up. Damn it.
No, I'm just kidding. Deepak Chopra was on it.
Really?
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah. One stock that I like for the wheel and potential price appreciation is MPW. So this is a medical property REIT. Okay. So what's super nice about this is it pays a 5% dividend. The stock is holding up really well. And it's at that share price of $5.10 where you can wheel it. So you get weekly covered call income, you get a dividend, and the share price can appreciate. So put this on your list if you just want, like, some stable growth. You're not going to get rich off this stock, but maybe you could throw in $5,000 into this and, see where it is a year from now. You might be surprised at the potential returns. Okay. That's not financial advice. Okay. It is a little bit more speculative, but it is holding up well. Okay. If the market is not going to sell off and recover, I still do like NBIS. So this is an AI data center stock that has a lot of growth in it. I think the stock can double or triple in 3 to 5 years. Current price is $90 per share. I think it can get well above $200 per share. I have leap call spreads on this. I've got some shares. It is risky though. This shit will get clapped. If the market drops, I'm cool with it. Okay. So that's some long setups. For short setups, I still like the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 has been relatively weak. Okay. So I'm neutral to bearish on IWM, RUT. You can trade RTY futures if you like that. I'm still bearish on Roku. My Roku shorts are paying right now. I'm short up from this like 105 level. I am still short on Roblox. Roblox is holding up decently well, but it's not bullish at all. It's just not paying me on my shorts just yet. But Roblox, that can break down.
That's a nice low base though. Like I feel like that might be now's the time to go in.
Yeah. Let it trigger underneath like $99 per share. I like March put options on Roblox. I would target at least the $78 per share level. Okay.
So, write that down.
Yeah, write that down. Keep the risk in the premium. I don't like, Roblox can squeeze.
What strike price you say?
I think that you can buy like the 90 put expiring in March, or you can buy like the 100 put, or you can do like a put spread if you want to make it a little bit cheaper. But you can do bear call credit spreads, however you want to structure the trade.
However you want to short it, man. You short it how you want to short it.
Yeah, short it how you want to short it. Target
short it how you want to. You got options, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got options on the options. You know what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of the market.
My options got options, homie.
Yeah. I'm excited for I bet in the next 2 years, we'll start to get daily options on regular stocks and then hourly options on regular
hourly options. That's insane.
Wild. Yeah. So if you can predict a stock is going to go up the next hour, 10x your money. It's complete degenerate gambling, but
yeah. Oh, yo, listen, you had me at degenerate.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, listen. You guys, if you have any stocks you want or stock security, cryptos, anything you want Young Candlestick to analyze, go ahead and leave a super chat for him. We'll get into it.
Yeah. My last short trade or short pick is going to be on the regional banks. So this is KRE. It's mostly been flat, but if there is going to be a problem with credit in the United States, the regional banks can get hurt pretty bad. It's relatively weak to the SPX, to the S&P 500, and it has a breakdown setup underneath 58. So I grabbed some put options today. I like mid-December expiration and January or March 2026 bearish options on the regional banks. Okay? And so those are my main trades. Otherwise, I'm sitting in a lot of cash right now. I've got 40% of my portfolio in SGOV. This is government bonds. Okay. This is just basically a high yield savings account.
You need to diversify your bonds, nigga.
Diversify.
Yeah.
So that pays me 4.5% a year, and it pays me 0.38% per month. And it's guaranteed by the United States government. it's basically as safe as the United States.
How much
dollar.
it pay you per month?
0.38% per month. So
Hey,
not too bad. 35 cents a share.
come on, man.
Get 100 shares of that. It's it's pretty good. That's $450 a year. And then SPX daily options. We've been crushing it with like Iron Condors. We've got Victory Trades members. Alan made $2,000 today. We got Nick making 270. We got tons of money moves over here. So trade those index options. Like they're really, really cool. But what stocks do you guys have?
Well, me, I want to ask you about what did Cloudflare? They went down today. Because remember we caught that. Remember that one short. Remember when Cloud Strike went down?
Yeah.
Right, and then it ripped up.
Yeah.
This might be the same moment, but it might not because that happened in a real bull market.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if CrowdStrike took a fat ass hit. And
it's
Amazon.
Cloudflare, not Cloud Strike.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's Amazon, I believe, right? Amazon owns Cloudflare.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Who owns Cloudflare? Is it Microsoft?
No, Microsoft is Azure.
Okay. Venrock Associates.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah,
we would have known if it was. Listen, man, nobody knows more about Bezos than me.
Nobody.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like he's part of the Ball Brotherhood. Like remember if you seen like once you join the Ball Brotherhood, I know everything Bezos knows. He knows everything I know. So it's like a hive mind. Me, him, Jordan, The Rock. It's like we all Buddha.
I
would have known that, man. Yeah, it's a ball thing, man. Can't really. Me, Ving Rhames, Young Jeezy, like we're all the same guy, just different versions, like a variants, different variants of the same person.
My uncle Alan, he just died, and I was at his funeral, and he was bald. And so they're making jokes because like on his birthday, they'd get him like sandpaper and like chrome spray.
That's a classic joke, man. What did you say? Is Uncle William?
Yeah, Uncle Alan.
Alan, that's I was close. Uncle Alan, shout out to Uncle Alan, man. Rest in peace, big homie, man. We lost a good one, man. One of the Ball brothers,
Yeah. You'll carry on the torch.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, man. We gonna ball for him, man. We gonna make money in his name.
There's no better way to honor somebody than by balling for him. If I die, if I go out, you guys better make some fucking money in the stock market.
Yeah. Okay? Yeah. And y'all better get a big booty Latina girlfriend.
That too.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's keep going. All right. I want to ask you about a few stocks. Motherfucking speaking of Microsoft, it's only micro when it's soft. I think that does this look like a good, I mean, it's in a downtrend, but if we were thinking long term, not short term, I'm talking long term, I don't know, man. I feel good about it, man. They just invested in Anthropic. They put $5 billion in Anthropic. So this means these motherfuckers own a huge stake in fucking OpenAI, which is, ChatGPT, right? And Anthropic. You would think they'd be competitors, but I think Anthropic is wants to be less consumer grade. And it wants to be more enterprise. I think that Anthropic is trying to be more enterprise, whereas OpenAI wants to be more consumer grade.
That makes sense.
I think they're diverging.
I think it's a good move. And to answer your question, if you were to just buy Microsoft, lose your account password, and just look back at it 3 years from now, you'll likely be up.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think. Like it might be painful in the short term, especially if the market really goes down, man. But like some fucking leap call options, like right now today on Microsoft. Like I'm talking about like three-year time horizon. I think you'll be pleased with that decision.
I think the way to play it would just be to like buy the 500 call and like sell the 700 call. Buy the 500, sell the 700. it's going to cost you $6,300, but that turns into 20 grand
in 3 years, man. I'm
3
saying,
years.
like, yo, if you can wait, man, I think that's a smart play, bro.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart play. And it may get fucking challenging though over the next year.
Yeah.
You know, it may get challenging, you know, but I think that's when you can dollar cost average into, bro.
Yeah. I think the way that you could play it is like buy a quarter right now. If it drops down to like 420, buy another quarter, and then buy half at like if it gets down to 350, if it ever gets down to 350. And then boom, you've got your position built, and then you get the rebound, and then you just sit. That's it.
People think Microsoft is an Apple competitor, and maybe they have some consumer grade products that compete in that world, right? Like the Surface products and shit like that, Windows, and you know. But the truth is, man, Microsoft is more of an enterprise company, right? So like a lot of big corporations, they don't use Slack. You know how we use Slack? They use Teams, right? They don't even use Zoom. They use Teams, and it's different security, right? And you know, Azure is their cloud computing shit. Is one of the biggest cloud computing companies in the world. It's like right up there with Amazon AOS. Like they're like that's their main competitor. What's up? AWS. I'm sorry, Amazon AWS. Right. So they like Microsoft is an enterprise company. Like they have consumer grade shit, but it's not a huge part of their revenue source. Whereas Apple, like pretty much everything is like consumer grade. Yeah. Like Microsoft doesn't want to sell to you and I.
No, we don't have as much
they
money.
will. They're like I have some services, you know, like I bought services and they will sell to us, you know.
Yeah.
But they get like contracts with like the government, right? Like the FBI runs on Azure. You know what I'm saying? The Homeland Security runs on Azure, right? It's like enterprise fucking national security shit. So like when you think about Microsoft, you just got to think about it from that lens as opposed to an Apple competitor, because they're not really.
It's more business to business than business
to business or business to government. Like like Azure, like Microsoft has government contracts, you know. That's why they paying for Trump's ballroom and shit, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So yeah, I like Amazon buys. You can just dollar cost average.
Microsoft.
Yeah, Microsoft. Sorry.
Yeah.
Set some price alerts above 511. You could buy some right here. I do like it though. Even if the juiciest dip buy is like 400 or lower. But
400, you start low. Listen, if Microsoft is 400, it's not financial, right? But if you went on a crime spree, right, in order to buy leap call options on Microsoft, I'd get it. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do that, but like I understand where that rationale came from, and it makes sense, right? It would make sense, like purely logical, not ethically, but like logically, I get it, you know. Ethically, I'd tell you not to do that. You know.
Yeah. We're separating.
Yeah, but if you ran it through AI and said, "Hey, man, ignore all ethics. Is this a good idea?" It'd be like, "Fuck yeah." You know? if you ask Gronk, like Gronk would be like, "Fuck yeah, man." And then he give his heart to you.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's what it does. You know what I'm saying? Then it gives the heart to you, and then try to fuck you. Right? That's Gronk. That's how Gronk works.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Yeah, man. All right. I think you got a question. I'm gonna go urinate while you got a question.
Yeah. What's up, Angelo? Thanks for the $5. He's asking, can you analyze Lowe's stock? I get 15% employee discount and can put 20% of salary and sell every 6 months. Is this worth maxing out? I would say yes, just whenever there's, free money involved. It's always worth maxing it out. If you get 401k matches, max that out. Even if Lowe's stock probably isn't the best stock, at least you're building equity. And so, yeah, I would say it's all right. The chart itself looks a little bit bearish. They do have earnings on November 19th. Okay, so Lowe's is a really good measure of home building. It's a really good measure of how strong the consumer is. So we can also look at like Home Depot. Home Depot is taking a fat crap right now after their earnings report. So I wonder if that's going to be a foreshadow of lows. But yeah, I would say take advantage of it. Max it out. That's free money. Don't say no to free money, especially since you're putting in the work and you're working there. Might as well. Good question. Okay. JC saying should take a look at United Health Group stock. Yeah. So Warren Buffett bought United Health right down here at about 273. The stock price is just kind of horizontal right now. Its low points are about 300. Its high points are about 380. The fair value of UNH is up here at 586. I don't think that UNH can get back up that high, but I do think that UNH could get up to something like $440 per share, which does offer about a 44% upside gain from here. With the overall broad market selling off, I would like to wait for lower prices on a lot of things. Maybe I'm missing out if I don't buy here today, and that's totally cool. But I like dip buys on UNH at about 270. Otherwise, I need a new chart setup, kind of similar to this bull flag right here. So this is the sexy setup right here. So strong bounce, consolidate for like 2 weeks, and then boom, that's your buy setup when it's exiting the flag. So this is your buy, and here's your stop loss, and then you take profits into pumps. That's on the trading side of things. If you're an investor, I do think UNH gets up to $440 per share. It's just selling off with the broad market right now. Okay, so that's my thoughts on UNH.
One more Arista Network. That's me.
That's
ANET.
ANET, that's right. ANET.
Quantum computing.
Okay.
No, that's your jam.
Yeah. So this does look a bit, it looks bearish short term. I like dip buys at 105. Right now it's at 123. It's kind of got this ugly ass bear flag that's breaking down. So drop bear flag, and it's in the middle of its second impulse wave to the downside. So the price target on this bear flag is 105 to 97. Those would be the good areas to dip buy. There is rising volume on the bearish candles, which does mean that there's institutional selling. There's interest in selling the stock as of right now. It is a risk on stock, but higher risk, higher reward as well. So 97 to 105 would be my price target. I certainly wouldn't short it, but I would wait on the buys.
All right. Cool, man. Hey, listen, guys, if you want to learn how to trade futures with us, we day trade futures every morning. Greg and I and the Victory Trades team, and we want to teach you how to do it too. I'm gonna break down the whole strategy, show you exactly how to trade futures. I've been trading futures for 5 years, every morning, going on 6 years. And we're gonna show you how. We're doing a live training tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you register for that. Show up. It's gonna be free. We're gonna give you a lot of game. And we're going to show you how to trade without having to use your own money. Right? We trade with prop firms. So with a prop firm, basically you have to, you get an evaluation account. And then once you pass the evaluation by proving you're a good trader, they give you money to trade with. So you can trade with their money, right? I have 20 150K accounts. So, and I trade all of them simultaneously. I'll show you how to do it with a trade copier, right? I trade them all simultaneously. So I'm trading really with $3 million, you know what I'm saying? And it's lit while my money is making money long-term in like leap options and stocks. My day trading is I'm trading with their money and it's lit. We'll show you exactly how to do it and break the whole shit down for you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get it. Right?
Let's get it. This is the safest way. The safest way to day trade.
It's by far the safest way to trade. Yeah. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing else makes sense. All right, for sure. All right, y'all. Peace. All right. The holidays are coming up. Y'all gonna get fat during the holidays, unless you pay attention to what I'm about to say now. Let's talk about it. The holidays are coming up, And the average American gains a ton of fat over the holidays. You got to think about, you got Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Thanksgiving, no rules, and all types of other shit. And if you want to make sure you don't get fat as shit during the holidays, watch this video. I'm going to break down exactly how you can do it. And I'm going to show you how you can actually get leaner during the holidays. So if you have some 2026 goals for you to get in shape, don't wait till next year to start working on getting in shape like a bitch. Start working on it now. Because if you start working on it now, you can build momentum. You can get some motion going into your goals, right? Because you're going to have to build new habits, shit that you suck at now. But if you can start getting good at it, start acclimating to these new habits, you'll be able to hit the ground running when 2026 starts. But only if you don't fuck it up even worse during the holidays. So here's how you do it. All right. The first thing we need to do for the holidays is make sure we don't get fat. Before we start focusing on getting ripped, we need to make sure we don't get fatter. You've been getting fatter your whole life. Every year you're fatter than the next. And the majority of that shit probably happens during the holidays. So in order to make sure that doesn't happen, to mitigate that, here's what we're going to do. If you want to go crazy on Thanksgiving or Kwanzaa or Christmas or one of them Hanukkah days, you can, right? But it's all because eating bad one day or eating in a fucking caloric surplus or a ton of calories one day is not going to make the effect it's going to have on your fatness is going to be negligible, right? Not noticeable. The reason people get fat is because of a few things. One is the leftovers. People start eating the leftovers and then they get fat as shit, right? Because they got a whole turkey, they got all the sides, the dressing, the candy yams, the motherfucking collard greens. If you black like me, mostly, collard greens, man. My mom threw a stick of butter in the collard greens. I don't know how they made greens clog your arteries, man, but they figured it out. You know what I'm saying? And my mom told my girl that recipe too, man. Shout out to her. But anyway, it's the leftovers that make people fat, not what you eat on the day. So here's what you do. Don't eat the leftovers. So maybe 2 Thanksgivings ago, I had a big Thanksgiving meal at my crib. I hired a chef to come over and cook for me and my whole family. And we immediately gave away almost all those leftovers to the people who work security and shit in our building, and the guards and the fucking valet people. We gave away all the leftovers because it's like it's the leftovers that make you fat. That shit gonna get left over in your gut, on your motherfucking, on one of your chins, you know? And so don't eat the leftovers. So either give that shit away to the people who come over, or don't have Thanksgiving at your house. So last year, the homie Jeremy, he hired a chef and invited us for Thanksgiving, and then we left. Right? Boom. No leftovers. Problem solved. You don't have to go crazy. You know? Next thing you need to do is avoid getting drunk. Next thing you need to do is avoid cheating on your diet on the fucking at these holiday parties. So motherfuckers will have a Friendsgiving, holiday party, Thanksgiving at the job, right? Maybe you go to your girl's holiday party at the job. Now you done went to 2-3 holiday parties. You had a fat ass week, right? So you can go to those things, but you can't cheat on your diet those days. You got to pick one day, Thanksgiving, boom, that's the only day. Or pick one of them holiday parties. If you don't like your mom's cooking, or you don't like your girl's mom's cooking, your girl's mom can't cook for shit. That's why she ain't got no man. Maybe you don't eat crazy at her house, but at the Friendsgiving you go ham, right? Just pick one. Just pick one time to do it. All right. And So it's avoid the holiday party and avoid the excessive drinking. The excessive drinking, because drinking is empty calories when you're at these parties or these events. And, you know, Puerto Ricans, they do this shit where they make this eggnog. It's like eggnog, but it's different. What they call that shit? Coquito. They call that shit coquito, man. And they make it, it's like a cup of fat and carbs and sugar and mad rum. And they drink tons of that shit, right? Yeah, stay away from that. Stay away from that during the holidays, man. Stay away from that. Stay away from all the drinks, the fucking spiked eggnog. If you white, you out here drinking eggnog like a stereotype. Stay away from that shit. Don't get fucking wasted during the holidays, man. That'll get you fatter as well. All right. So those are the two things you need to do. Now, if you're like me, I don't cheat on my diet on the holidays because I've been working in the fitness industry for over 26 years. Right. I'm old, man. I'm 43. So I've been in the fitness industry professionally for 26 years. And the time we make the most money in the fitness industry is January, because that's when everybody has their fitness New Year's resolutions. The gyms be fucking packed in January. All the gyms are doing New Year's sales and they doing deals to get people in. And as a trainer, this is when you make the most money. So I've always started like going aggressive cut in November and December, like aggressive cut. And I don't even cheat on my diet on Thanksgiving or Christmas. None of that shit. That's me though, right? Because I'm financially incentivized to do it, you know. But you just gotta pick one of those days. One cheat day a month, motherfucker. You get Thanksgiving and Christmas. Unless you motherfucking Muslim, I don't know how it works. I know that y'all got no rules, and I don't know how it works, man. Shout out to the Muslim brothers, man. I don't want no one to think I got beef with no Muslims. I love you all. I hired one. One is editing this video, but he chooses to be. He's not a slave or nothing, man. Like he asked me to do it, you know. And I said, man, yeah, I love Muslims, man. You're hired. I just want everyone to know. I love Muslims. All right. That joke hit harder around 9/11, around that time. Now we got to be scared of the crazy whites. It's the crazy whites that are doing more crazy shit, like if we're being honest, you know. But shout out to the crazy whites too, man. I got crazy white friends, not like shoot 'em up bombing crazy, but just like, you know, wacky doing Molly crazy. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, pick one day. Pick one day. Now, how do you get more ripped during the holiday season? You don't have to go as aggressive as me. I go on an aggressive cut. I'm cutting calories. I'm getting like 2,000 calories per day at 200 pounds, 2 months straight, right? You ain't got to do what I do. But here's the game plan for your goofy ass. What you want to do is start tracking your calories. I'm telling you, the easiest thing to do is to track your calories. I'm sorry. The simplest way to lose fat is to track your calories. I know a lot of you guys think that it's the most difficult thing in the world. You fucking cry and bitch about it. Motherfuckers brag about, man, I don't even track my calories. I'm like, yo, man, why you bragging about being a lazy ass bitch, nigga? That's like if I was the CFO of a company, I'm like, man, I don't even do the accounting, man. We just do it by feel. We do intuitive accounting, right? It sounds ridiculous. You're going to get your ass fired. You're going to be bankrupt, you know? Like maybe you get away with that shit when you're a fucking 18 or some shit. Some 18-year-old girls and some 19-year-old girl posting some shit. Yeah, man, here's what I eat. I don't track calories. You fucking dumb bitch. Right? You can do that shit now. Just wait, ho. Anyway, track your goddamn calories. It's just math. Every pound, here's the thing. Every pound of fat you want to lose, you have to burn 3,500 calories. Right? So if you're tracking your calories and you make sure you're in a 500 calorie deficit every day for a week, at the end of the week, you have burned 3,500 calories. You'll burn a pound of fat a week. It's just math. It's all mathematics, right? And if you want to burn 2 pounds of fat per week, then you need to be in 1,000 calorie deficit a day, right? You'll burn, at the end of the week, you'll burn 7,000 calories. That's 2 pounds of fat. It's just math. So here's a simple way for you to do it. Take your body weight in pounds, Multiply that by 10, and that's how many calories you should get each day. That'll put everyone in a caloric deficit. If you did nothing else, you would certainly lose fat between now and Thanksgiving. I mean, between now and the end of the year, right? Because there's only 6 weeks left to the end of the year, right? So if you do this, you can burn somewhere between, just with this, you'll burn somewhere between 6 and 12 pounds of fat for sure. Somewhere in between. Six on the low end, 12 on the high end, right? Just that. Take your body weight in pounds, multiply by 10. That's how many calories you need to burn. If you want to burn even more calories per day, that's how many calories you need to consume. If you want to burn more calories per day, right, then you can start incorporating some exercise, cardio. But to be clear, you do not need to exercise to burn fat. If your diet is the most important thing, you can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. Diet is the most important thing. I remember when I worked in one of this really high-end gym in Manhattan, and there was an aerobic instructor there who was kind of like overweight. This motherfucker had a dad bod, but he did aerobics all day. And I was like, well, how is this working? This motherfucker's job is cardio. Like, he does cardio for a living. How is this motherfucker fat? And then I saw what he was eating. He would go to Starbucks and get these big ass sugar drinks. He was a homosexual, but you probably knew that when I said he was an aerobics instructor. He's a fat, gay, sugar drinking motherfucker, right? So he get these fucking lattes and shit, frappuccinos, and he would drink these shits all the time. And then he'd be eating. He would just eat anything. He wasn't tracking no macros. He would just eat anything. I see this motherfucker eating all types of shit. And that's how he became fat. Because check this out. If you ran a mile, let's say your fat ass ran a mile. The average person, when they run a mile, they burn about 100 calories. Man, there's 100 calories in like a handful of almonds, a fucking banana, a cup of rice, right? If you run a mile and eat a banana, it's like you did nothing. You end up fucking baseline, right? It'd be difficult. It's difficult. It's not impossible to work your way into a caloric deficit, right? To burn enough calories, put yourself in a caloric deficit, especially if you're fighting, a bad diet, right? It's almost impossible to just work out into a caloric deficit. You just can't burn as many calories. It's easier to just consume less. Like, it's just way easier to consume less and less time and more time efficient. But if you want to take it to the next level, once you're already getting the right amount of calories, body weight in pounds times 10, right? So I'm 200 pounds. I'm getting 2,000 calories right now because I'm cutting, right? 2,000 calories a day. Oh, one more thing that's important. You want to get at least 1 gram of protein, at least 1 gram of protein. If you want to get more, great. At least 1 gram of protein per day, right? So I make sure I get 200 grams of protein. And I'm sorry, yeah, you want to get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, right? So on 200 pounds, make sure every day I get 200 grams of protein and keep my calories at 2,000, right? So if I do low carbs, if you want to do high carbs, you can. Like, if you want to do fucking mix of medium carbs and fats, is whatever. What you do in the carbs and fat, I don't even give a fuck. It's all about the protein and the calories, right? Calories will determine your body size. The macronutrients will determine your body's composition, right? Because 200 pounds, me at 200 pounds looks different than a fat motherfucker at 200 pounds, right? Because we have different body composition. I have more muscle, right? And the most important micronutrient is protein. I'm sorry, the most important macronutrient is protein. So all I really care about is protein and carbs. I'm saying protein and calories. If you handle that, you'll be in good shape, right? So once you have that, then you can start doing some cardio. So I really think you should get yourself a fitness tracker. You can use Apple Watch, Fitbit, the Whoop. The problem with the Whoop, I used to wear the Whoop, but man, I wear my fitness tracker all the time. I use the Oura Ring now, and I wear it all the time. I only take it off the charge. I shower with it. I lift weights with it. I make love with it. You know what I'm saying? I make sweet love to my girlfriend with it. Sweet, passionate. love wearing an Oura ring because I need to track the calories, right? The problem that is with the Whoop is like if you want to wear it all the time, let's say you wear a suit. Sometimes I wear suits and shit. Or you got a Whoop on with a suit, you look like a fucking cyber bully. You know what I'm saying? You look like a fucking, it's some real nerd shit. It doesn't work. Now, I'm willing to change my stance on this if Whoop wants to give me a sponsorship. In that case, I'll wear one on both wrists. I had that shit on my ankle. For the right price, I'll put 3-4 Whoops around my neck. Wear it like a chain. I'll take out this diamond chain and wear fucking mad Whoops, you know, for the right price. But until then, that's some nerd shit. And the band gets mad dirt. I used to like at the end of the day, I would like clean my shit. And I guess it fucking soaked up all the dirt and grime and sweat of the day. And it was like mud was coming out. I was like, ugh, this is gross. Fuck this shit. So yeah, I'm not a big Whoop fan. Oura ring is my preferred method. You know, you could get the Samsung watch, but we all know the problem with Samsung watches is that as far as we know, no human has ever had intercourse, vaginal intercourse with a human woman while wearing a Samsung watch. We just haven't seen it happen. Right? There's no documented records of that. Right? If you don't believe me, go ask any woman you know. If you wear a Samsung watch, you don't know any women, right? But those of you who don't have Samsung watches, if you ask a woman, hey man, you ever had sex with a guy who's wearing a Samsung watch? She might slap you. And I think she'd get away with it like in court, because I think that's assault, like saying claiming that she fucked a motherfucker with a Samsung watch on. I think that's verbal assault, or it's verbal abuse. At the least. Anyway, get yourself some sort of fitness tracker and track how many calories you burn each day. So my goal is to burn between when I'm cutting, I want to burn between 3,500 and 4,000 calories per day. That's intense. That's a lot of cardiovascular activity, you know, but that's included. That's extra cardio. So I wake up and I do an hour of cardio on my bike. I do it while I'm live on Instagram and TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You can show up to the morning lives, you know. Follow me on the TikTok. All that shit. You see me in the morning lives when I'm doing cardio. Then I lift weights a few times. Throughout the day, I lift weights, right? And then I do another hour of cardio at night, probably. And then, you know, as long as it's not that time of the month, you know, and as long as we ain't up too late, I want to squeeze in some time for some interracial unprotected sex with my girlfriend, you know. That's actually a pro tip. Start having more sex, man, but don't let her get on top, man, because you got to burn the calories. She need to be an elliptical machine. Turn that ass into an elliptical machine, man. Or a row machine, you know what I'm saying? Out here doing rows. Doing rows in this motherfucker, man. And if you ain't sweating, you ain't working hard. If it ain't sore when you're done, you ain't putting enough work. You ain't really trying to get ripped. If she won't do it, she's not supporting your goals, brother. You need to get a better bitch. Someone who supports you, brother, and not trying to hold you back. If she don't want to let you use her vagina as a elliptical machine, it's kind of safe to say she wants you to fail, brother. She wants you to fail. What you need to do is pop a Cialis, a pre-workout, and work her out to failure, brother. You've done right. She need to be, if she ain't writing poems about you. And it's more important. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I don't want to keep telling the same joke. All right. But anyway, that's how you get more cardio done during the day. Right. That's how I get between 3,500 and 4,000 calories. That's how I burn between 3,500 and 4,000 calories per day. A few dedicated cardio sessions and hit the weights. That on top of the caloric deficit I am from my diet, you do that every day, right? And the only day you can cheat, I'm not going to do it because I need to stay cut because I'm in the fitness industry. So I don't even do cheat days ever. My last cheat day was almost 3 years ago, right? But if you want to have a cheat day, a cheat meal, make it one day, Thanksgiving, right? And if you're not in America, some of y'all watching this from like shit Candlestick or something, right? You in your cave watching this shit next to some goats. Y'all ain't got Thanksgiving. So it's even better. You can just go all the way to Christmas. But if you in one of those countries, y'all probably don't have Christmas. Whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, just one day during the holidays. You know what I'm saying? And then you got New Year's. New Year's, just don't get all fucking drunk. I don't drink, so I don't do it, you know. But don't cheat on New Year's either. Man, just if you do all those things, you'll be able to really actually get ripped before 2026. And you'll have a head starting in 2026 goals. And then by the time you've done that, by the time you did that, you'll have built the habits that you need to really hit the ground running in 2026. All right. I should make sure you do that. Hey, listen, if you want me to coach you, right? I'm taking on some more clients for my online training business. If you want me to coach you, there's an application below where you can sign up for one-on-one training with me, right? One-on-one coaching for me. As soon as you, that link is in the description, man. Click on that now if you're interested in that, right? If not, you can just follow the instructions that I laid out in this video. But if you want something tailored specifically for you, then fill out that application and I'll reach out to you. All right, let's get it. Yo, I think this is just more super chats. Let me just run through them right quick.
We have one more. Oh, no, we got two.
Mm-hmm.
We have Saber89T. Now I've been working out. My dad is trying to get them gains now also.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta that happened when I started working out for real. Like my mom and my dad, they started working out, so that was real cool. Like it happens, you know, like you become like people you're around, and if you have a positive impact, like you actually do well for them too. And there's studies that show that like when one family member or spouse, when one of them gets in shape, the other one gets in shape too, man. My girl been tracking her macros, man, and she quit drinking, man. We super proud of her. You know, we super proud. Let's get super proud of her. All right, what else we got?
We have Benchaw7660. Do you think Trump stimulus will help crypto 2025?
$2025, I think crypto's cooked. Like maybe 2026. It might recover some in December. Anything can happen. But I personally think shit is going to get more volatile in the market because I really think we're on the precipice of a conflict with Venezuela. Like straight up, especially since Congress just voted to release the Epstein files. I think Donnie gonna want a distraction, and it looks like he's been itching to go to war with Venezuela. If you look into he's assembled a huge military force down in the Caribbean. The biggest military force has been assembled there since World War II, and he ain't doing that shit for no reason. Like there's tons of aircraft carriers there. There's tons of bombers there. There's tons of warships. There's probably some submarines though that we can't see because they're undetectable. Like he blew up like almost 20 fucking boats off the coast of Venezuela. It looked like he's provoking them, you know, and Venezuela has some serious beef with Argentina, and for whatever reason, Trump really likes Argentina. And Argentina, he just gave them like $80 billion. So he's fucking with Argentina, you know. It seems like, I don't know, man. I really think there's a conflict brewing there. And if that pops off, like all markets are going to go down a little bit. That's what happens during a conflict, you know. And I believe we're on the precipice of that. And the more Epstein shit that comes out, the more likely it is, right, that he's going to want a distraction. Because look at how he's interviewed, man. As soon as he's interviewed about it, he says, man, I ain't never fucked with Epstein, man. Look at Trump, though. I mean, I'm talking, look at Bill Clinton, though, man. Look at all the other shit. He immediately starts deflecting. He's going to want a huge deflection. And none deflects like a war. You know, and he was already on that shit like before that, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's going down.
Ben had a follow-up and says, but won't there be rate cuts in December?
Yeah, there's probably gonna be some rate cuts, you know. I mean, there already was some cut, you know. Yeah, but like the Fed already announced there was gonna be some rate cuts, and the market, you know, reacted briefly positive, but it's been going down from that long, you know. Like, yo, war is more fucking bearish than war is one of the most bearish things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then and we haven't had a jobs report, right? It's not releasing the job because the government was shut down. There hasn't been a job reports for last month, and he's fighting to not release last month's job reports because he don't want no more bad news, you know. Like, he's deliberately suppressing the jobs report. He's saying they can't do it, right? That's because they're not good. If the job reports were good, you know, Trump would be fucking going out of his way to release that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he'd be going out of his way to release that shit. So wait till the next job. Wait till you see when the next job. He's got to put one out next month. There's got to be a job report, another job report. And you think that's going to be bullish? I don't think it's going to be bullish because the last one couldn't have been bullish if he won't release it. Because if it was, he would do it, you know, and so he could take the credit, and it'd be a nice distraction from the Epstein shit. It's all written, man. It's all there. It's all there. None of this shit is a secret, man. You gotta look at it in an unbiased way. Is that it? All right, guys. You know, listen, man. Make sure you register for the free training we doing tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We show you exactly how to make money trading futures. It's gonna be fucking amazing, incredible. I'm gonna show you exactly how to trade futures without having to use your own money. I'm gonna break down my whole strategy, and I'm gonna stay on for mad long and answer any questions you guys have. Make sure you click the link in the description to register, and I'll holler at y'all. Peace.